Hello, it's me, Toby from Morningwood, and for today's video, we're going to make a waterfall bench. As you can see, I'm making 2 passes on my cordless circular saw since beechwood is just too hard and dense, and I'm finishing with a handsaw because the wood is also too thick for the full depth of my circular saw. Beechwood is a very nice alternative to pine wood or maple since it is a light colored wood but not that expensive. Since this is a rough sawn wood, I need to flatten it, mill it, and since I don't have a jointer, I'm going to use a router and a flattening bit. This is Lotus's Plunge router and Arden's 2-inch flattening bit. I'm using a router sled to do the job. You will see in the next clip that I took out too much material, about 1/4 of an inch. A good rule of thumb is take 1/8 inch for each pass. As you can see, that is too much material in one pass. It will damage your machine and your bit faster than it usually does. So I'm going to use a planer, an electrical hand planer, to remove most of the material first before hitting it with the router. As you can see, I'm just removing all the high spots, and I will stop just before I reach the low spot. This will ensure that I will remove just 1/8 of an inch each pass on my router. Also, as you can see, these tools really make a lot of mess. The planer and the router, these two are the top tools that make the most mess in your shop. Always remember to keep a blower or vacuum to clean this stuff up, to not mess your workflow, and to keep your space clean. So now that most of the high spots are gone, I'm going to continue with the plunge router and flatten it perfect. So as long as you have a properly made router sled, this operation will go smoothly. I have a video making a router sled. I will link it in the description down below. And all of the tools I used as well. And there you go. Flat, flat, flat. Next, we're going to bring this to the planer. Use this flat surface as a reference to make the other side flat. As you can see, the high spots are showing, so just sand this through the planer repeatedly until you achieve a flat surface. Now that we have flat faces both sides, we are going to joint each edge. We are not jointing the edge so that we could joint 2 edges together, but to make a flat edge, to make a uniform edge with the legs and the top. Since we're making a waterfall bench, we need to make perfect miter joints. Setting up and calibrating your table saw to that perfect 45-degree angle is key to this build. So make sure you have 45 degrees and everything will go smooth. Now I'm just using a stop block to make the legs height uniform. Now that everything is cut, I'm going to lay out all the pieces, bump each miter joint together, and I'm going to use some tape to secure these joints. Make sure that there are no open spaces for glue to go out. Tape and secure all the joints together. This is key to a nice glue joint. I'm using Pionier's wood glue since it is strong, water resistant, and has a manageable curing time. This will allow me to take my time in the glue up. This will give me ample time to align and fix all of the glue joints after folding them together. You could use clamps to secure these joints even further. I just didn't use it this time. Let the glue cure overnight, and that's it. So now that the glue has cured, this is rock solid. With my new Makita sander, I'm going to sand everything down. I start with 80 grit, 120 grit, 180 grit, and then finally 400 grit for that perfect smooth surface. And lastly, I'm going to apply boiled linseed oil and beeswax to finish this bench up. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if I've earned it. Comment down what you think. Share this with your friends and see you in the next one. Bye!